All right. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, everyone. If you are listening in from Canada, thank you for tuning in, even on a holiday. For those that don't know, it's Victoria Day over here in Canada. So everyone had the day off, which was really, really awesome. I know everywhere else in the world didn't have a holiday, but in Canada we did. So it was a pretty great day. I was touching grass all day today, out playing Pokemon and just freezing in the cold. But it was a lot of fun. And now we can finally talk about Pirate Nation and the new season. And there's so much stuff to talk about, mainly because we did miss last week because the event ended and I was streaming. And yeah, but we have the new event out now. The claim just went live for the last PvP event. So if you haven't claimed your rewards yet, make sure to go and check that out because you can claim it now. And we finally got Ronan up here. Welcome to the stage, Ronan. I hope you're having a great Monday.
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm having a busy Monday.
That's good. That's good. When you're busy, it means better things coming to the game. So, really excited for that. Although I do, before we get started, I do want to quickly say remember to like and retweet the spaces. That's the first pinned tweet, so all of our friends can come and join and everything. Lots of fun. And I also do want to say we are now at episode 89, and I'm getting close to 100. And I want to know what you guys' thoughts of what I should do for 100. So feel free to comment any ideas of what we should do for the 100th spaces because I honestly did not think we'd even get close to this high up. But here we are, 11 spaces away from 100, and I think we need to make 100 very special because it's been a long time since we've been running these spaces, so it's really really cool. So now let's start talking about roguelike, which is one of the newest features for Founder Pirates. And I know, Ronan, you were working on it and you talked about it the last spaces, and everyone was excited about it, me especially. And I actually got a chance to play it a few times, and I think it is the most fun thing in all of Pirate Nation so far. I think it's better than PvP. I think it's better than the Gauntlet, and I think it's something that everyone is going to love playing.
Oh
So,
man, yeah. So I've been working around the clock with that. So it's so funny. There's so many discussions. What people gotta understand is everything is a resource trade-off. I'm just gonna make this like everything, right? Like we are selling verified. We are now selling like a platform play out of the technology that we use to support Pirate Nation and some of the other really innovative things to scale things on chain. So we have people scaling that, making the verified random numbers faster. Um, we've got working on a new marketplace because Relay no longer supports that. They're focused on their bridging service, which makes a lot of money. Like everybody was on there talking about that. How much volume you've done. And so that product is, I mean, in all intents and purposes, is going away. So we have a large team that is supporting that. The cool thing is that there's going to be a lot of demand for these services. We're seeing a lot of demand for the random numbers. We're going to probably see a lot of demand for this really innovative marketplace that's going to support in game. And so we got a lot going on. On top of it, there's a need to provide events, right? Like in an ideal world, there'd be a choice, right? You have the choice to play in a PvE event that is going on or a PvP or do both if you're kind of crazy. Each one of these events takes energy. It takes art energy. It takes data energy. It takes testing energy. We've got I know you're probably tired of fighting the Banshee, right? But like we needed art asset for that. I had to go in and build an interesting set of combats. I have to make sure it's not too hard so people don't complain of that much. I borrowed some snippets from some existing combos, but mixed it up. And it's going to change tomorrow at the halfway point or right before to a completely new set of interesting attacks, but hopefully it won't be too hard. I think you all will beat it and have fun. But the point of this event was to try to basically buy us time so we can build out the other important things. And so there's a lot of people like this event's not fun, or why'd you stop PvP, or why you did this and that, and blah 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 for the community. And so, yeah, I read every one of these things, and I understand. I've been on the outside and coming from the inside. I'm telling you, it's like every one of these things takes art, takes work, takes coordination, takes testing. In this ideal world that we're coming to, we'd like to be running a PvP for the people who want to play and a PvE. And yeah, that's why we're building out the iTides. It's a lot of work. I'm working around the clock tirelessly from it. I'm borrowing inspiration from cool games like Slay the Spire. There's new mechanics, there's new data. It's fun. We added a new encounter that's coming to this week. We're mixing up some of the data to keep it interesting. And we want to roll it out to the entire community. And that's going to take, phases. We'll roll it out to the community. We'll keep iterating on, we'll making it better, making it fun. But see, like that's the baseline engagement you're going to need. Like you said, Murdoch, it's got to be fun for new players, right? And you
Yep.
have to think from that lens, and it's got to be fun for the existing players, and you're having fun with it. And
Yeah. Oh, I
so,
love it. It's like I love it. My mom loves it. All of my friends love it. Like
yeah,
my mom's been playing it on mobile on the go. Like she just did a huge car trip up from my small hometown up to Montreal. It was a 12-hour drive. And the whole way up, she was pretty much playing Pirate Nation and other Web3 games all on
mm,
her phone. The whole drive up. And she completed the Infinite Tides preview like with like 3 different pirates. And I was shocked because I didn't think my mom was gonna be able to do it, but my mom is slowly getting more and more cracked at, Pirate Nation, and I have a feeling the next PvP event, we might see her in the top, which is alarming because my mom is not allowed to be better than me in a game,
yeah,
and I don't wanna let that happen, but I know that she's getting really, really good at it because she's been learning all the combos,
gotcha.
and it's scary because if my mom becomes better than me in a video game, she'll never let me forget that, especially since all I do is talk about Pirate Nation, so
Gotcha.
Bro, it's 2025. The future is female.
yeah, oh my gosh. You have no idea, like all of my friends that are girls are all hooked on, like, all of the Web3 games I got them on, and they don't even know it's Web3, they're just having fun playing, and, like, a couple of them are playing Pirate Nation on their computers every day, and they don't even know that it's crypto, they don't even know that, when they hit command rank 10, they'll be able to sell items on a marketplace, they don't even know that that's a thing,
Yeah, they
and they're
don't
just
even
there
know it.
trying to buy.
They don't
Like
even know it now until we get the new marketplace.
yeah, yeah,
But
well
no, it's awesome. I
yeah,
mean, I'm glad
that's
you like
huge
it.
alpha.
I'm glad you guys like it. I mean, this is just this is scratching the surface of what we're planning for. I call it iTides for short, for infinite tides. I don't call it roguelike. Um, that's just the type of game it is. I just call it iTides. Like, just like we have iPhone and whatever, I call it iTides.
Yep.
And yeah, I mean, we have a lot of stuff that where we want to take it, but the key is like getting the fundamentals down, right? Getting feedback, and it seems like you all like it, literally with no rewards because it's fun. I like it. It's fun. The base decks are changing for the next release. Uh,
Ooh, that's
I
good.
Yeah, I wanted to give more. There's a couple of problems with it, like just fun if you're learning game design, like right, they're
Mm,
all different cards, and that's a big cognitive overhead for like a new player. So in some ways, some of the base cards are going to be more copies, but in other
yep.
ways, we're giving more agency. So your ship and your what is it called? And your pirate actually affect two of the cards each.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be nice. I what I really like about it is you get the choice of like what is it, 4 cards or whatever? You get the choice of those cards and it really makes you think like, "Oh, which one do I want?" And like me being a player from the beginning, I know which cards I need for certain combos. So when I see a card come up for a combo that lets me search for another card in my deck, I'm like, "Oh, this might be a really good card for my combo." But then I'm like, "Oh, wait a minute. I only have like 20 cards in my deck. I can cycle through fast enough that I don't
Mhm.
even need this." And then I pick like other cards and I tried every expertise. If you have a pirate that's level 35 versus non, you get two different cards, which I forget which one. I wanna say it's health or damage. There's one of them where I actually prefer not using a level 35 card because I like the other card more. I think it's damage because damage 35, you get the long nines, but without damage, you get
Helm
the
splitter.
55, yeah,
You
damage
like the
card that's
3
3.
you like 3 for 55 better, yeah.
Yeah, especially if you're using a galleon or a frigate, and it's
Mm.
like, oh, it's so nice because you can do that plus a shield, and it's amazing. And I'm just like, okay, so I've been trying out all these different things. I want to get like a level 10 pirate and see if that changes the cards as well.
I mean, eventually the goal was, like, if you've played, like, Slay the Spire, it would be the same card, and it would just be, you can level up those actual
Yeah.
cards, but we don't have that capability in the data or the code, so we scale the
Oh,
card based on your level, and the
yeah.
idea was, like, put damage has all damage cards. It starts with a broadside, which is like 1 for 15, all the way to long nines, which is 4 for 75. But like you made a good point, like you actually prefer 3 for 55. But in theory, it's like more better damage, whatever
Yeah.
ratio per, like, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And that's why it was done that way. And like, it's not perfect, right? Like the evasion actually has a supply run,
Mhm.
whereas the other one has a ghost mode, and both are uniquely very powerful in very different situations. Would you rather have a bunch of evade for 4, or would you rather have, 0 costs and cycle through your deck and get more optionality and have a single evade? So
Yeah, exactly.
it's not precise, and so there I can see some instances where you might want like a lower level, but I don't see anywhere I can't think of anywhere where you would want less than a level 30 pirate. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
think
yeah.
any of the choices are like
Well, I just like the challenge, right? Like I played it with the skiff and I got to like round like 15 with the skiff.
it's very doable with the
And then
skiff. You
oh
just
yeah.
I mean, it's just different.
Yeah,
Yeah, and so
I love it.
it's changing now. So it not with this when we do a next major release, it will your expertise will give you 2 cards and your ship will give you 2 versus 1. And so you have 11 card base deck. Um,
Yeah.
so you're not going to have like, for example, what is it called? The fleet footed, the 3 cost evasion in your base deck. But if you choose like a sloop or you choose an evasion pirate, you will get an evade card, for example. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. And for those who haven't had the chance to see it or play it yet, I'm gonna stream it probably on Wednesday. So you'll be able to catch a stream on Wednesday and see it. It'll be on YouTube, X, and Abstract. So feel free to tune in on any of those ones. It's probably going to be about 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So like midday, just so people can see it. So I'll post about it too tomorrow, so you guys can see it. But I plan on streaming it because I want to do all the different expertise and try some things out. And for those who don't have a Founders Pirate and haven't had the chance to play it, you'll get to see it and you'll see why it's so awesome. Like I honestly haven't done the Gauntlet in like well since this event started because I've been playing Infinite Tides. I like it better and I think it should replace the Gauntlet personally, but that's just my opinion, and that's might be a hot take to some people. But
I don't know long run. I mean, this is going to be our main PvE focus. I mean, but like I was talking to Joe Canny, he was saying a lot of games have a bunch of different options.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I mean, we don't have to yank it out because like if somebody really wants to grind it for other rewards, but like I tell you
yeah,
right now, there's no focus on the gauntlet. So
yeah,
um
exactly, exactly. And I also do. Sorry, Jonathan, I forgot to announce you when you came up, but Jonathan is also up here as well from the team. So, Jonathan, you're welcome to say hello. Sorry for not introducing you right away.
No, it's all good. I I timed my introduction for a joke earlier with your mom crushing you at PvP.
Oh
Um,
yeah, yeah.
no, thanks. It's been a while since I've been on with these. Thanks for hosting them again, Murdoch. Really appreciate it. And hey, everyone, I'm Jonathan. I work with Ronan. He makes changes. I have to figure out what they are so I can communicate them, and that's the gist of it.
Yep. So whenever Ronan makes a change and you guys get angry with it, remember to tag Jonathan and be angry at him, and not tag Ronan.
I'm sorry, I was like reading something. What are they mad at?
Oh, no, no, I was just saying, anytime, you change something and, the community gets angry about a certain nerf or buff, they always tag, like, Jonathan or Asante in the Discord, so just telling them to make sure to do that again because it's funny. At least I think it's funny. So, but, like, don't actually, like, be angry at them. But, yeah, I know you guys do all of your, changes and think about all of the players, new and old players, for each nerf and addition and buff
Yeah, I mean,
to
you're
sketch.
experimenting with some of them, so like don't the thing is like you don't get too attached to like I mean, I realize you do, but like people get attached to stuff that's like clearly OP. And sometimes some OP is balanced enough, it's good. But like we have to like balance or try to attempt to balance in the whole larger macro. Cause like when you have something OP, it's like it might be OP when you're in fun when you're whipping somebody's behind, but like on the receiving end, it can really suck. Like, and it's more about like having a fun experience that's those nail biting games where you're like, that was good and he caught me off guard, but you didn't think like, oh, I just got totally, destroyed by something that's really just, for lack of better words, broken. You know what I mean?
Yep,
And he's
yep.
trying to find those. And so we do things like, everybody's like, we made a decision and there's a lot more other changes too. And some of them are really cool, but we couldn't keep double strike, for example. That was a change that we announced that's not going
Yeah, yeah,
we
that's a
couldn't
nice
put
one.
we couldn't keep it that way or unilaterally on all attacks because it's like a galleon with that right away just gets this lock, right?
Yep.
And
Actually, I
the
wanted to
ori
ask a question about that too with the new change,
yeah.
because if I use my double strike, will it go away after a turn if I don't use a a damage attack, or does it stay?
No, no, it still is that turn, but,
Okay.
for example, if
Cause
you play I mean, it's not live yet, it will go live. If
yeah,
you play
yeah.
double strike and then you play, like, target weakness, it won't go twice, but the buff will still be there for your next attack. So you could be like double
Yeah,
strike,
yeah.
target weakness, and then play like a long nines, and it would be 2 long nines. You understand what I'm saying? Or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I just wanted to
But it
ask
doesn't it
because
doesn't no, it doesn't carry over terms. It didn't change it.
yeah.
It just is not going to multiply a non-damage attack. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Um,
just wanted to ask because it didn't say like this turn
yeah.
in the card detail. So I was thinking, oh man, if I can like stagger this where I can have it do, a double strike attack my next turn,
Yeah.
that might be really broken. And I wanted
Maybe
to
I need
ask you
to
about it.
update it and say that. But the challenge, man, a lot of times is the space is like you get too worried. The space is
Yeah.
wordy to like it's small. These cards are like tiny on
Oh
this
yeah.
thing, and it's hard to like
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
like, and it's just I don't know. I'll probably revisit the
Yeah,
wording.
with the
But
current event, the Phoenix Strike one, I couldn't even read it. So my first two times playing it, I had to like figure out what it actually did to me because I couldn't read it. It was too small.
yeah,
And
it's
like I knew it did like 150 damage to me, but I was like, then I'm healing it back. Like, what's going on? And it took me like two games to figure it out. But now like I beat it easily. And
it's a challenge. Like I'm trying to move, like I'm trying to train and move toward a set of keywords where it's just like you don't need to be so wordy to explain stuff, like
yeah. Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
like you got to sort of have it and then educate. It's like if you put vulnerability one, I want you to know like the vulnerability lasts one turn. Like, for example, like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
people start learning that, then it's like great, and then you put something, but it's a balance, and these cards are really, really tiny. But I mean, the cool thing too is weakness, because of the double strike, like weakness and vulnerability are going back to 50%, not that
Yeah.
all
Oh,
those
I'm so excited
outward
for that.
numbers. So it's like, yeah, you don't get to double strike your target weakness or your where they go, but at least they're back to maximum capacity, you know?
Yep. Yep.
And like, a couple other fun spoils is like where they go is not gonna be damage, but it's manipulation, but it's back to 2 AP, you know?
Oh, that's gonna be a fun twist.
Yeah, it's back to 2 AP and does it still blinds and vulnerability, but it's kind of slightly different. You'll see, which is cool. I've been testing it. It's a lot of fun. There's a change to Carronade that I really like. I'm not gonna spoil it, but like I really like it.
Okay. Okay.
Now I don't know if it's OP or not. Y'all let the community
We'll
decide.
we'll we'll figure it out. We'll
Yeah,
use
I
it
mean,
enough.
borderline could be OP, but I also feel like it's like what damage needs, and I feel like, man, it could just it could cause some pain.
Yeah,
I,
well,
I,
damage needs to have that one attack that can do like insane damage. But like before, or I guess right now before the update, they had like a really broken loop cycle where you could literally just one shot everyone and play
well,
like
because
10
it was all
cards.
dependent. It was like it was the timing of the reshuffle and
Yeah.
in the storm fronts, which we changed to everybody was mad, changed to manipulation, which is really is manipulation. It's not you're not supposed to be like a double strike a storm. It's supposed to be like like an advantage, like your damage pirate, moving through, like moving through. It's not supposed to be like a carronatable or reloadable. Let me reload the storm. Like it's
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah,
it's
exactly.
supposed to be more like just like an environmental like boost to give damage, like kind of like a
Yeah,
burst, but not
yeah.
not
It's
denoted.
like a sandstorm or rain in Pokemon games where it's like an environmental buff. And some of them do damage to people. Like in a sandstorm, if you have like a water Pokemon, it does like 3 to 5 HP every turn, and it's just like a little poke. So yeah,
Yeah, and so that's what's going on there. But yeah, the new I like it. I've been playing it. I really like the new Karen and where they go is different. There's a lot of cool changes. I'm glad that vulnerability weakness are back.
yeah. Oh, that's gonna be so nice because when you first changed that back to like 133 or whatever, I noticed
It's
that
just messy.
immediately.
It's just messy. It's just hard to
Yeah, it's
do.
hard to do the
And I mean, like
calculations in your
that
head.
the double strike menacing blow is just like
Oh,
broken,
it's
dude.
oh, I hate that. It's
Like
it's
like
too strong.
I mean, you could still like with some good speed, you can still like recall it, reapply it. Like it's not like people aren't going to be throwing on two menacing blows, but it's just not going to be like instant. Like let me just and you're just like have 18 buffs, debuffs or whatever, on you, and you're just like sitting there with your hand like I can't do anything. Like that's not fun. And
Yeah, yeah,
the manipulation is like one of the most powerful um it's one of the most powerful
parts of the
class
game.
types in the game, right?
Yeah,
There's no fetcher for manipulation cards. It's a control fetcher called impose, which control is like probably very powerful too. That's all the AP stuff. But there's one called imposing order. There's something to fetch healing. There's something to fetch defense. There's something to fetch like every but manipulation. There's nothing to fetch, and it's kind of like, in my personal opinion, like the most powerful set of cards are manipulation.
yep.
Um, and
Well, I
so like we need to keep those in check by that class. Like they manipulate the environment to like a pretty much a often a game changing factor. And so we've got to be careful. Like there probably will not be ever be a manipulation uh fetcher, for example.
yeah.
I
Oh yeah.
thought about it and I was like, nah, these people are gonna break this. Like I as soon as
Oh yeah. Oh, I know right now for the current event with the Marauder, we have to spend 90 energy and 900 gems, which FYI for everyone who's doing the event and is wondering why I'm really ahead on the leaderboards, one, I want to say I am not cheating, just FYI. I've just had insane random numbers. So I got like the 180 hearts like 5 or 6 times in a row. And that was like right at the start of the event. And because of that, I just have barely gotten any of the 60 hearts, where all of the others have at least got it like 3 or 4 times. So it's just been lucky numbers. But if you wanted to compete at the top of the event, what you would have to do is you have to go and buy the roses. So I've been buying them on the marketplace, and I do that, use all of my gems to maximize my energy every day, use all of my rum every day, and because of that, like I think it's like every 7 or 8 hours, I go and play Pirate Nation to make sure I can do my challenge. But then in the actual battle aspect of that, I've been using an accuracy fire pirate, even though it's a water attacker. I've still been using fire just because it doesn't make that big of a difference. But then in my deck, I only have 2 heal cards. And when you have to keep at least 150 health every time, I keep using my time rewrite and the deja vu to always be bringing back my heal cards. And it's been like a new strategy I've been trying out. And it works really well on like the current boss. And when you change it, obviously I might have to change decks. But it was really cool because I didn't have to change my PvP deck at all. I just had to play the deck differently, and it's been working really well. Like I can do the bosses in like under 3 minutes if I really try, but most of the time I'm like watching TV or a movie, and I'll do it in like 10 minutes because I'm I'm watching the movie a little bit and not paying too attention. But it's really cool, and I know other people have been beating it with like damage, evasion, health, speed, and it's beatable with all of the expertise. And I don't think it's really that hard between all of them. I mean, I
It's
don't know
not.
how
I
other
mean, it's.
people
I
feel.
mean, it's not meant to be super hard.
Yeah.
Um, I on purpose. It's not meant to be.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think it was done right. Like I think it's done good, and I think with all of the rewards, giving a lot of different rewards that help people level up their ships, get gold, and get better attachments and building upgrade plans and all of that. Like I think like a lot of people have a really good opportunity, even if they're not spending gems, to advance in the game where they can actually get like better stuff to upgrade their ships and everything. And it's been really awesome because one, obviously, like the market's getting flooded with like complex ship upgrade plans, which is nice because now like you can spend like 30-40 bucks and get a level 5 ship pretty easily, which is nice because next PvP event it makes a huge difference.
Hmm.
And we'll have more competition where people aren't gated out from having to spend $500 to get a ship. They can do it a lot easier. But at the same time, the amount of gold you can get this event is insane, and like people can use that to level up their pirates. They can use that to get better attachments for their ship. They can use it to save up, upgrade a ship, maybe get a shipwright, upgrade a shipwright, maybe get some cosmetic stuff. Like there's so many different things that you can do with this event, and I think people that are sleeping on this event are gonna miss out on a lot of gameplay advancements. And I personally don't want to miss out on that. I've gotten over 200k pirate gold so far on this event, and I want more. I wish I could spend more gems
Wow,
to get more
200K.
energy.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, well, it's what we're only like 4 or 5 days in, right?
Yeah.
And what are we? We've got 7 days left, so we're just about halfway. So I'll probably get another 200k hopefully, and then I can upgrade and get a second level 2 shipwright. So that's the goal at the end of this event, is to get the second shipwright to level 2. That's my goal.
What is the curious? What is
Like, why would I
what
do
like how
that?
many gems are you spending on this event? I'm just like I'm trying to
Oh,
figure.
I don't know. I've got so many gems that I just click. I'm not doing the math on that. Someone else can do the math. I'm not doing the math. I just click. I bought, like a million gems or whatever, and I've got, like 800K left. Like I've got enough gems to last me a long time. And when I run out of gems, I'll just go and buy more gems. But I think I have enough gems to last me till the end of the year, hopefully.
Damn.
And then I'll probably buy another million gems, and hopefully that'll last me, a year and a half or whatever. But yeah, I use gems all the time. Like sometimes I use them just to finish crafting stuff because I don't want to wait. And yeah, it's been awesome. And yeah, I like, to me, gems make the game so much better because I get more energy to do things. Uh, I can use it to, fast unlock stuff. I can use it to get more pirates. I can use it to re-roll my pirates if I want to try something different. So I'm a huge fan of gems. Like if I could use gems to, do the hard gauntlet again every day, like do it a second time and get like double the rewards, that would be awesome. Like get a second set of hard gauntlet chests.
Mhm.
I would do that. And I don't know if other people would. That might be crazy to some people,
But you
but
would do it to play more
yeah.
shots at infinite tides, right?
Oh, infinite tides definitely have it. Like I want infinite tides to go endlessly.
Well, I
Like I
mean,
at
yeah, I
least to
mean
like
that's
50.
no, 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 no. There's a plan to literally make it infinite. And then
Oh, I can't wait.
there's also it's you're gonna have three attempts per day lives, and then you'll you'll be able to acquire more lives.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome. Will it be like an item? I guess you can't answer that.
I mean, I'm
But
not like I'm so busy on the design, not on the
yeah,
on
I was
the
gonna say if
I
there's
don't
an
want to miss
item to
I
get
don't want
more
to
lives,
misquote.
I'd buy that.
It's not more that I don't want to share the alpha. I just actually literally don't want to misquote
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because I'm really focused on the I'm
The
actually really
battles.
focused on the more than that, but like all of the non it's nice. I'm taking a break from all of the rewards slash mechanics around that. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm taking a break and I'm focusing on strengthening my actual design muscles, and so I'm less I'm staying out of all this economy stuff right now,
Yep,
personally. Like,
yep.
if that makes sense. So don't complain to me about rewards is what I'm saying.
Okay, okay. Well, I think I kind of want to jump back to something you said earlier that I think everyone is going to like, and it involves Relay in the marketplace. So does that mean currently Relay, like if I click buy with something or pay with, Boss ETH or other ETH, Relay doesn't do that anymore?
I just know that it's like it's not as supported, meaning like there's bugs that won't be fixed. And so
Okay.
you understand what I'm saying? That's my
Yeah, yeah.
understanding. I haven't bought stuff in the marketplace a lot. I'm kind of
Okay,
I
okay.
don't want to
Because
miss. Here's the important thing is like I don't. It's not like I don't mind sharing alpha. Like we have so much going on, and I can only like anything that I'm not firsthand dealing with might have changed or might be different. So it's like I just know at a high level that that support is going away, and so we are focused on ourselves. Like, you understand what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
delivering the value of ourselves versus being dependent on
Yeah.
partners.
Well, I'm just excited that you said, the marketplace is being worked on and potentially marketplace in game as well. I think that's going to be such a big, like, I think that's a really big game update that I think everyone is going to enjoy because, right now you have to go out to another tab, go to the marketplace, do all this different stuff, connect your wallet, all this other stuff. But if it's right in the game and you can directly, do stuff from the game, that's so much better, and especially if like there's other little things that you can do as well, that'll just be perfect. And I'm excited for that. I think that's something that everyone was going to like a lot more personally, and something I look forward to because we haven't had a marketplace in game since the start of the game, and there's a nice big building just sitting there that we've just never been able to use, and I can't wait for the day we can actually use that building. And obviously, like, I don't know when that's going to come, and probably not soon, but hopefully this year at least, hopefully, because I know you guys can't confirm any dates, but I think that's one of the bigger things that people will really like. Because I know currently right now there's so many issues with the current marketplace where you can't like search up certain things, and it's just it's a little annoying. But people deal with it if they want to sell or buy things. So
Yeah, I
as
mean
long as
that.
it's usable.
Yeah, I mean that's just kind of the case with that. I mean, when you're building a startup anywhere, that's always a challenge. That it's a startup, and then there's a lot of technically a lot of these other things we use are startups too, right? And so stuff happens, right? Like businesses, they pivot, etc. And so it's just like a nature of the beast that we have to be cognizant of.
Yep. And I think too, like if you guys make a marketplace that works in game that's fully on chain, you know, other games are gonna see that and want that technology. And if it's something that's replicatable, that's another thing to sell other than just numbers. And then Adam will be out selling more than just numbers.
Yeah.
And that'll be nice.
No, definitely nice. I'm excited too. Nobody's yelled at me for this, so apparently either they're not paying attention or I'm not giving away any alpha that I'm not supposed to. So too late.
Yeah, well, I think the marketplace was something I didn't know about, so I think that's alpha, and I don't know if other people knew about it. People could have known about it, and I just missed it. Right, that's a huge possibility.
Mhm.
But I like to think I'm on top of everything Pirate Nation for the most part, so it's really exciting, and I'm excited for the twist that's coming for the mid event. I think that's going to be fun. Because you did
Oh,
say something about change of battles?
yeah. I mean, I don't want you guys to. I don't want you to get like overly excited. So the twist for anybody who's listening is just the Banshee and Tortured Tidesman is going to have just a different loop of like their attacks. Um,
Oh,
so so it's just I mean, like I'm balancing. I'm really busy with Infinite Tide, so it's like I can only do so much. But yeah, it's changing that up, which is going to be fun. I mean, it's just different. Like, right, you've been fighting that same sequence forever, so it's just changing that sequence, and then what else? So that's changing, and trying to think, is there any other biggie thing with that? That's changing, and oh yeah, and on the Infinite Tides preview, I added a 21st combat.
oh, that's not live yet, though.
No,
That's
that's
coming
coming out
live.
when yeah, that's coming with the that's coming tomorrow with the changeover.
Oh, perfect. Oh, maybe I should just stream it tomorrow then, when the update goes live,
Yeah.
and we'll see the 21st battle.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can beat the first 20.
Yeah, oh yeah, I can beat the first 20 with any pirate.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
yeah, maybe I'll try it with a skiff. That might be a fun challenge.
I mean, it's not that much hard. I mean, like what? It's just like two cards, like difference. I mean, yeah, you could totally beat it with the skiff.
Yeah,
And
but
it's
you
meant
have
to
to
be
plan
beatable with
out.
the skiff. Now with the that's not coming with this, but with the agency change, it definitely will be better not using a skiff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
When we change the starter decks, but that hasn't changed yet.
Yeah, I'm excited for it because I think it's like one of the most fun things in the game because one of the things I really like is you start off with these set cards, and every time you win you get a choice of these other cards, and it's different every time, right? And you have these different cards, and you're like, oh, every time you play, you have different choices and you get different decks, and you really gotta like build out a deck. So then you're trying out all these different things, these different combos. Some of the things you know work well together, some of them you don't know if they work well together. And then at the same time, like you always have to focus about health. So like sometimes you'll have like three really good damage cards, but you don't have any heals in your deck, so you have to take the heal card even if it's kind of like worse just because you need to heal up. And then like sometimes you want to like prolong a battle just so you can heal up more for the next round. And it's really interesting. And
Well, don't get that's not this one, but don't get used to that prolonged healing eventually, because
oh yeah,
I
yeah,
think
I
we're
know
we're gonna add the I think we're gonna add the
the storm.
storm to it.
Yeah,
So like you don't want to ever get to the storm because the storm drops your
your health.
yeah, not only drops your health, but it drops your max health. So if you get caught in the storm and eye tides, you're really that's not gonna be a
Oh,
good look.
ooh,
Think
that's
about
gonna be awesome.
that. Think about that. That's not a good look at all, is it?
Ooh, it would be nice if you start the storm like after like the first 10 rounds or something.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we're
Yeah.
gonna try to figure out where, but it's gonna be likely. I'm experimenting. Like, all this is experiment. I don't know exactly when, but it's likely gonna be there to it's there to prevent like abuse of like let me just like constantly like to put some pressure, right? Otherwise, yeah, you can like I've done that too. I've tested every kind of angle. Like I'll if I get a heal and then I get down to one boss that I know I can control my health and manage it, just sort of
Yeah, it
game
makes sense
game.
just to heal up.
Yeah, exactly. It absolutely makes sense. And
Yeah,
I've
it's
for sure done it, but yeah, like we want to stop that sadly. Like that strategy is going to be harder.
yeah. I still think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm really excited for that update now. I can't wait to go and play. Like that's all I'm going to be thinking about is playing that. And like roguelike is so much fun. Like the ability to choose cards and not always have the same deck that you're playing is a lot of fun.
It
And
also educates you on the cards, which is like you're like, oh, that card, like there's some cards that you normally wouldn't play are like are really good for it. Like
yeah, exactly.
the what that one card that God, I'm messing up the name. The twin barrel is actually pretty decent. The one that does the 30
Yeah. Yeah, that one's really, really nice.
and then of course all AoE is like actually really good.
Yeah. And then anything that you can get like AP or even bleed. It'd be nice if there was like an AoE bleed card. That'd be cool. Like obviously it wouldn't do much, but it'd be nice to just, poison everyone.
Yeah. Well, I'll spoil one fun thing, not AoE bleed card, but if you have VI, you get an extra choice, right? If you have VIP, you get 4 card choices. That's a VIP.
I didn't even know that. I just thought it was always 4 cards.
Nah,
I've got VIP for 10 years, so
yeah. Well, so I give you another fun thing that would be fun is when you, not if you, when you get to what's it called? When you get to the 20th battle and you win, your VIP card choice is actually from a set of OP boss cards.
oh. Oh.
So you get to play with some of those crazy things. Like you could, for example, get the bring the pain, which is the 20 point, I mean the 90 point attack, remember that one?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, that's gonna be insane. Oh, I'm gonna get that on stream. That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, and so there's about like I mean, I wonder how many cards there are.
Yeah, when
But
I
it's like
stream it too, you're welcome to come and join.
but
I'll
that would be
send you the
fun
time.
to yeah, that would be fun to like experiment with and see how many of the because I think there's like maybe like that choice set might actually be around a good 20 cards. I just pulled them off from bosses. So there might be like a solid literally 20 cards that you get choices from.
I think the one I want the most is the 40 bleed. That one's one of my favorites, where it's 2 turns, 40 bleed.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. I actually, you know what? Crap, I didn't put that one in. I'm gonna put that in there.
oh yeah, add that one in. I want that one. That's one of my favorite things. Like I hate it to death, but it's such a great like attack because so many people have to focus on getting rid of that bleed and like avoiding it, where having that card is just so much fun. So
Yeah, I didn't add that one. That's a good one. How much
yeah.
AP should it cost?
Ooh, I'm biased and I want to say 3, but it should definitely be at probably a 4 AP.
I mean, like, the fun thing, the bosses don't adhere to any AP, so I can make it whatever AP I want. You
Oh,
want I'm gonna add it right now. Hold on, while we're talking, I'm gonna forget it.
yeah.
I'm gonna
I
I don't
just
know if it's gonna get out in this one because I think I would have to
yeah, that's
open
fine.
it,
That's fine.
but I'm gonna definitely add it so
Yeah.
it'll go out another time, though.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even think of the AP cost. That's another thing too.
Actually, I could probably switch it up and get it in there. Yeah,
Yeah.
the AP, the bosses don't pay AP the way it's designed. So,
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be awesome. I'm excited for those cards. I can't wait to get them, and I want to try them all out. And it'd be really cool too, like if you can get infinite aisles going on like infinitely, and you get to like
the
around
next
like 200 or something, and you have like a ton of boss cards that you can really use.
yeah,
Then it gets crazy.
but here's the thing, just to set expectations, this next release will not the infinite capability will not be ready for that. It will
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
the next one, I'll save it. It's just I'm set. I want to set some expectations. I don't want you to like be like, oh man, we're not to the infinite yet. We'll
Yeah.
get there.
It'll take
What
time.
is the name of that card? Do you know?
I've got no idea, but I know I can think of exactly which dragon uses it.
All
And
right, tell them if they want it now. Tell the community. Somebody figure out the name of the card so I can add it.
where's Martin Gas? He might know it. I know he knows
So the
everything.
ones you can get right now are Tail Sweep, Bring the Pain, Resist, Repair, Retaliate, Double Long Nines, Piercing Roar, Reactive Armor, Protective Strike, Leeching Rain, Leeching Chop, Wings of Fury, Corrosive Spitfire, Massive Rejuvenation, Mega Briny Blast, Windbreaker. So if there are any other ones you got, that's
Yeah, I'll have to figure out the name of it because I know exactly which monster it is. It's one of those dragons that you can fight. Has it?
there's 14. This will be number 15 once we figure out what it's called.
Yeah. If anyone knows it,
Oh, isn't it
comment the
called like
name.
Hole something? Like Hole?
Bleaching Hole, or
No, I think it's called Hole.
I don't know. I don't even read the
I
names
think
of
it's
them.
called
I
Hole
just
Breaker.
I just
Pretty
know
sure
what
it's
it
called Hole
is.
Breaker. No, it's not called that.
Yeah. I don't know. If
No, it is
someone
called
knows
Hole
it,
Breaker.
comment it.
It is called Hole Breaker. I figured it
It
out.
is? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. We got it. We got it. That's good. That's
You
good.
want
Because
Hole Breaker in there?
oh yeah, that's gonna be the card I choose first if I get it. Because that bleed is just so deadly and like it's helpful. It's really
Mhm.
helpful. Because a lot of the times you can get them down to a little bit, and that bleed is just so nice. And one thing I've noticed too is in the last PvP event, I didn't see anyone playing like a super bleed deck. And I thought for sure there'd be at least like one person, that has like all the bleed cards and just stacks up tons of bleeds on people.
Mm.
And I might try making a deck like that and trying that out in like the off season because I think that'd be a fun PvP deck to have is a full bleed deck where every time you do damage it's like bleed 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 because then like at the start you're not really too worried, but once you have like 3 or 4 bleeds built up you're like, oh no, like I need a cleanse, I need this, I need that, I need health, and you're not even worrying about doing damage, you're just trying to heal and cleanse yourself. So
Mhm.
yeah, I wonder if anyone's done a deck like that. If not, I gotta make one and try it out. 'Cause I
Mhm.
think that'll be a lot of fun.
It'd definitely be fun. I wonder if I'm trying to think if did I miss any other ones while I'm here.
Yeah. If anyone else is listening and they think there's an awesome boss attack, feel free to comment it now, especially now when we have Ronan up here, so he can get it in immediately, or at least in to be looked at. I'm
Mhm.
trying to think of like some of the other big ones. I know there's like a card where it like gives like 50 shield and like the next attack goes twice. That's another nice one because you get the big shield and
Oh, yeah, yeah. No, I have that in that. That's resist, repair, retaliate.
yeah, that's a nice one.
That's in there.
Yeah, if that was like 2 AP, oh, that would be a
No,
deadly card.
I think it's a little higher. Some of them I tried to have like some like BOP, but still like some
Yeah,
balance of AP.
yeah. Well, it should probably most boss cards should probably be 4 or 5 AP realistically.
Yeah, I mean, I'm experimenting. Like I added them to the I added them just for like, fun.
Yeah. Oh, Sky just commented Wings of Fury.
Yeah, it's in there.
Okay, that's good. And he also said on taverns you can see all of the cards
I
too,
did look
which
at some, but there was some issues on taverns when I looked when I was first creating this. So I didn't buy my memory because most of these OP ones I did design. So I
yeah.
remember most of them.
Yeah.
Most of them I did design uh for sure.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't wait for that. And that doesn't come out tomorrow, does it? Or
No, no, I think that's when the next big update. And tomorrow is the boss
the
stuff
event?
and some
Yeah.
some card changes, some cool card changes, like some like rebalancing and stuff.
Okay. Oh, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be good. Yeah. I think it's gonna be good. And I can't believe this event's already halfway through. Like it seems like it's just flown by, but also, my day now for Pirate Nation is I buy roses and then I go and do that one boss, and I do that like 3 to 4 times a day, and then I repeat it again the next day, and that's my game loop right now. I haven't been doing too much PvP. I Every now and then I'll do the roguelike and or infinite uh, battles up to or infinite tides, eye tides.
Mhm.
I'll do that, but most of the time it's just doing the battles and having fun. And like I didn't try. Actually, no, I did try one of the battles. The It's like the 10 energy galleon one. I did that one twice on the very first day and got 1 heart each, which I hope doesn't come back and bite me. But I feel like most of the people in the first reset didn't use rum right away. And because of that, I have 2 extra hearts, which I'm really hoping banks me for the win. But I still have, Joe Candy and Vudan, if I'm saying that right. Both of them
Mm.
can still catch me. It's just a matter of RNG. So I know both of them can catch me. World Dom and Enjoy, I don't think can catch me, and then everyone else underneath I don't think can catch. But I'm just looking at the leaderboards now, and the top 100 have 1,500. So literally, if you bought all the gems and everything and bought roses and everything, in the 7 days you could easily get up to 4,000 hearts, which would probably put you, pretty high up, considering most of these people probably won't finish over 4,000 unless if they're, gemming every day.
Mm.
So it's still possible to, grind up to the top probably 50 using gems. And like you get crazy rewards too from doing it. Like crazy rewards. Like let me check my inventory. I know I've got like a bunch of the like fireflies in a jar. I can't think of the name of it. The Vengeful Spirits, I think it's called. I think I have like 10 or 11 of them now just from the event. Yeah, Spiteful Spirit.
Mm.
Yeah, I've got tons of those now.
How many do you
And
have now?
I've got 10, and I didn't have a single one before.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I have also gotten 200k pirate gold in 7 days just from doing that. And I got tons of mausoleum keys, which was gonna last me a year's worth of mausoleum keys. And I got a bunch of. I have more complex ship upgrade plans than I do regular upgrade plans. So I've gotten to the point where I need regular ship upgrade plans so I can use my complex ship upgrade plans. So yeah, my bottleneck now is the normal ship upgrade plans,
Wow.
which is really funny. I've got the ships and everything. It's just I don't have the upgrade plans to put them to 4. So it's kind of funny. So I might have to. No, I was gonna say I might have to do some of the lesser ones to try to get them, but it's not worth giving up my first place for the event. But yeah, it's really crazy. Like people definitely underestimate, only getting the complex ship upgrade plans, because the regular ship upgrade plans you still need. And then like the ships, I haven't built a ship in forever. So eventually I'm gonna have to start making ships again. And that takes a bit of time as well. Or just buying ships, which is probably the easier thing to do, just on the marketplace. But you can't sweep ships. You have to buy them individually, which is annoying.
Interesting. You
Yeah, or at
can.
least I haven't been able to. Maybe I'm doing it wrong, but if there is a way to sweep ships, that'd make it a lot easier. Because then you can just buy like 100 of them, right? Because they're like $1 each. But there's no like sweep feature or way to select multiples. Unless, can you buy ships on OpenSea? No, it has to be proof of play marketplace. Yeah, it's only one at a time, so you can't, sweep ships. I'm pretty sure you can sweep founder pirates, but not ships. So yeah, very 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 strange, very interesting.
So you want to be able to sweep ships though?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, think of it, right? If I want to, put up to a level 5 ship, I don't want to have to, individually buy what, like 10 level 1 ships. I want to just be able to go whoop 10 and then buy all 10,
That makes sense.
right? Because a lot of them are under $1 here, so I could take $100 and just, sweep as many ships as I can, and then, yeah, I think that'd be really great. I know you guys are working on the marketplace, but that'd be a nice thing to add. Because I would love to be able to sweep ships. Like really, really, really like it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Gotta think through that a little bit. All right.
Yeah.
Noted.
Just yeah, put it on whoever's doing that. Tell them we want to be able to sweep. Game items is different, but ships, I want to be able to sweep ships. Because I think it's easier that way. So
Cool. Oh man, it's already 7. I'm gonna have to get going,
yeah,
man.
yeah, I know, I know. I was gonna say we should be ending the spaces soon. We've been going for an hour. So we'll end it up now. I don't see anyone saying anything else, so I'll give you guys like a minute to say anything while I do some closing remarks. So again, make sure to share the spaces with everyone so they can hear the alpha. Second pin tweet is the stats from the last event: 1.2 million PvP matches. That's a lot of matches. You can claim rewards at the foundation site. Make sure you go and do that. And then the third pin tweet is from Willis Maximus, and it's just him, downloading mobile for Pirate Nation. So if you have a founder pirate, make sure to download mobile from Pirate Nation. It's really awesome getting mobile for Pirate Nation, and you need a founder's pirate. Anyone who has a Founders Pirate, I highly recommend you download it. It's a lot of fun on mobile. It's not optimized for mobile yet, so just keep that in mind. But it's a lot of fun to, be able to play on the go, especially if you're doing PvP. I know Enjoy last event was doing PvP from mobile pretty much entirely, which is like really, really cool.
That's
So
impressive.
yeah, oh yeah. So it's definitely it's definitely something to do. And like again, if you're a Founder Pirate holder, definitely download it. It's totally worth it. Uh, just being able to play on the go, even if it's just collecting resources or crafting different stuff on the go, it makes a huge difference. But with that, we're going to end off the spaces. We'll have another one next Monday. So make sure you don't miss it. We're also getting close to 100. So feel free to, comment ideas of what I should do for 100. Maybe I should do a giveaway. Maybe I should give away 100 different things in Pirate Nation. That'd be something. But we definitely got to make 100 special because that's a long time to be doing spaces. And I think as the community, for all of those who have been listening since day one, I got to do something special for it. So I'll be thinking of something for that. We still have a few more weeks before that happens, but definitely don't want to miss 100, and you definitely don't want to miss any other spaces coming up. But with that, we're going to end off the spaces now with our Yarg. Ronan, you know the drill. I'll count to
Yep.
3 and then we Yarg. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Yarg.
Yarg! Thanks everyone for coming out, and we'll